On this Friday night. Joey the Truth Wagner with you. You just watched the Deion Sanders Postgame Press Conference Week 1 for the Colorado Buffaloes. If you enjoyed watching Coach Prime talk postgame, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. But a stunning loss here for Colorado to start the season. They lose their season opener at home to Georgia Tech by a final score of 27-20. And this was a game where early on Colorado had a ton of chances to bury the Yellow Jackets early, and they just could not do it. Colorado had a 7-0 lead in the first quarter. Georgia Tech had 3 turnovers in the first 8 minutes of this football game. And coming out of those mistakes, Colorado could only get 7 points out of it. So it kept Georgia Tech around. They battled. It was a heck of a performance by the triple option, run-centric offense for Georgia Tech. Haynes King, their quarterback, rushed for 156 yards and 3 touchdowns. Georgia Tech as a team toted the rock 47 times for 320 yards. They just could not stop the run, the Colorado defense. They were shredded tonight. I guess a first for Colorado is that under Coach Prime, the first time they were actually able to run the ball themselves. As a team, 31 carries for 146 yards, over 4.5 yards a pop, so they were able to run the ball. But everybody, late game situation. Caden Salter in his first game as Colorado quarterback was almost like in the final drive at the end of the football game, they panicked. They wasted a ton of time on the first 2 plays of the drive. A ton of time. Didn't use their timeouts. And a Hail Mary with 18 seconds left when it wasn't necessary. I hated that final drive for Colorado. Hated it. They left with 2 timeouts still on the board, and it looks like offensively they panicked. That late game drive really shows there that in that situation they missed the poise of Deion Sanders. Shedeur might have not brought them back to win it on that drive, but they wouldn't have panicked and wasted 45 seconds on the first 2 plays of the drive and not used their timeouts and panicked. Poor execution, poor clock management by Colorado there offensively. And not taking advantage of their opportunities is why they ended up losing tonight, 27-20. Their next game, the Buffaloes, is at home on the 6th of September, 3:30 kickoff on Saturday. Another home game against Delaware. Everybody, thank you for watching the Deion Sanders post-game press conference tonight here in the Truth Serum. Enjoy your weekend. Football's back. We'll see you tomorrow for some more coverage of Ohio State and Texas.